What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Rob's Gaming Table. Today on the table, Rob and Melanie are going to play through Boss Monster. Thank you to everyone who's tuning in live. If you're here yet or not, say hi. I guess if you're not, you wouldn't say hi. Thank you to our Patreon backers for voting for this game on our list of games we're trying to get to the table and play on the channel. This was the one that was voted for this week. Thank you for supporting the channel, and thank you for your votes. All right, we are going to try this little card game. This card game is from, I believe the Kickstarter was 2012. When I was first getting into modern board gaming in 2012, this game interested me. Went to Gen Con, saw a lot of buzz around it. The game comes in a Nintendo NES themed kind of cartridge box with 8-bit art. So instantly I was kind of hooked since I was raised on that stuff. So it was like nostalgia trip. So modern board gaming mixed with 8-bit video gaming. I had to take a look. It's a cute little card game, kind of fun for what it is. But yes, it is something we're going to play through here. Anyways, let's get down to the table and take a look. So it's not too much. It's a bunch of cards. I have some promo cards I've gotten at conventions over the years thrown into it. We played it the other day. Haven't played it in a while. It's a game that like we got when we first got into gaming. We used to pull out when we had like gaming gatherings and stuff as like kind of a little filler game in between other big game sessions. But yeah, basically you are boss monsters. We are the big evil bosses, and we are trying to kill as many heroes and collect their souls as we can. So we have this hero deck, and there are basic heroes and there are epic heroes, and these are the little souls we're trying to collect as these little basically Zelda rupees on the back here. And these heroes, as you can see here, are going to run through our dungeons. We'll pick our boss in a second, but these heroes are looking for specific treasure. 4 types of treasure. I forget what they are exactly, but there's books, like bags of money. This guy's the wild. He'll go wherever based on the text on his card. He's the fool. There's fighters looking for swords. And the cleric. Looking for whatever those are called again. I forget. But anyways, fighter, thief, mage, and cleric are the different types of heroes that are coming off this deck randomly, and we're trying to lure them into each of our dungeons so we can kill them for their souls. But if they survive our dungeons, they actually do wounds to us, and the basic heroes always do 1 wound. First person to get to 5 wounds at the end of a round is out. First person to get to 10 souls at the end of a round without taking 5 wounds and survive is the winner. And the epic heroes you'll see here, like I said, 2 souls from them. And they're searching for the same stuff. It's just advanced versions of the same guys, fighter, thief, mage, cleric. But they do 2 wounds. But they don't come out until we've depleted the regular hero deck. And they can handle a bunch more damage. And you see here, the basic heroes do like 6, 7, 8, 5, 4, I don't know, all different numbers. But they're lower. And these guys are doing like 10, 11, 12, 13 kind of thing. So they're harder to kill. So hopefully by the time they come, your dungeon is huge. We have this item expansion, which we'll probably play through on a second run of this. We're going to try it without this, but we have played it with this. It's kind of neat. It kind of ups the difficulty, makes it a little more crazy. But I had to get this expansion. Came out in like a little Game Boy cartridge box, and it was cheap, so I had to add it to the game. It's kind of fun. The packaging definitely pulls on my nostalgia. So for the boss, we're each going to get a boss. The bosses, I have a bunch of different ones in here. 8 come in the base game, but like I said, we've grabbed promos at conventions, so I don't know which ones come in the base, which one are promos, but probably by the different printing on the back. As you see, the black is much darker on some of these. So those are probably the ones that were not printed in the same printer before going to a convention, but we'll just shuffle it up and not look kind of thing. And we'll just deal 1 out to each of us.
And we only get 1, right? We don't.
You only get 1. There's no
choose.
Drafting. Maybe we could do it that way.
No, it's fine.
Yeah, we can make up our own rules. Maybe we'll do it on the second play. But all right, I'll look away. A little bit of shuffling, and 1 for you, 1 for me. All right. These are our bosses. So we reveal these guys. So I got King Croak. This is the guy like on the front cover of the game. He is a boss monster room here, I guess. This is the type of treasure he's got in his room, so that's automatically, I may have more of that than my opponent, because that's what my thing is here. That's the treasure type that's in here. And the level up ability, this is when I make my dungeon 5 rooms long at least. Once you get to the fifth, or sorry, you can only go to 5 rooms, but once you place that 5th room, you get to level up once per game. And this one says, search the room deck or discard pile for an advanced monster room. You may immediately build the room over a room with the matching treasure type. So I'll explain that in a sec. And then I have a certain XP. That just breaks ties on who goes first. So the higher the XP, you go earlier in the turn. And this game does go up to 4 or 5 players or something like that. But there are variants and stuff for solo and that thing, but not by default in the base game. So this is my guy. I'll put him to the right of my dungeon. I'll be building my dungeon to the left. What'd you get?
I got Seducia. Is that how I say it?
Okay.
Trying to...
Yeah. So her level up is you may search through town or hero decks, choose one hero, and put it at the entrance to your dungeon. She's 600 XP, so she's lower, and that makes sense because that ability is kind of crazy. And she's got the books or whatever are her thing.
Is that good?
I don't know. We'll find out as we build.
We'll see as we grow.
So the room deck. This is the big deck here. These are the rooms. So there's different room types, and they all have different treasure in them, but they're those 4 treasure types at the bottom right, like I was saying, the heroes are looking for. If you have the most, the hero will come to your dungeon over your opponents. You're trying to lure heroes there, assuming you can kill them. So there are some points where you'll see a hero come out that you can't deal with because your rooms don't do enough damage, and you may purposely want to destroy a room or build over and cover a room so the hero doesn't come to you and goes to your opponent who's maybe not ready for it and they take more wounds. So this is competitive. Yes, you can screw over other players. We'll get to the spells, which do a good job of that, but the rooms also have some of that built in. All right, so in the top left of these cards, you'll see they have different room types here. So these are a monster room. These are a trap room when they have a little skull and crossbone. The silver back is a basic room. The gold back is an advanced room. You can always build a basic room with the gray on any empty space in your dungeon. So you're trying to build up to 5 spaces. It's 5 rooms in your dungeon, but you can always cover over any room you built with a basic room, the silver rooms. But to build an advanced room, you have to make sure the treasure at the bottom matches at least 1 on both rooms when you're building over top of a new room. If a room gets destroyed, you slide your dungeon in to fill that spot, but if a room gets destroyed and it's already was built on top of another room, the other room below it becomes active. Some of the rooms have like when build effects, once per turn effects, effects when heroes come in them, ways you can destroy them to do effects. But these are all different rooms, tons of different rooms in this game with all little flavor text and throwback nods to old video games from the Nintendo days and role-playing and these kind of computer games and stuff back in the day. So yeah. So you see some duplicates, but lots of different rooms. So that's the room deck. Oh, and this is the damage that it'll do to a hero when the hero's entering the room. So every room does, well, not all rooms. Some rooms don't do any damage, but as you'll see. But some rooms will buff other rooms and things like that, which is kind of neat. So this is the spell deck. So these work just like spells do in any other kind of game or like events. They're like little one-time effects. They can either be played in the build phase if it shows the hammer or the axe for the adventure phase. That's when heroes are adventuring through your dungeon, that phase. You can play them then. But build phase, when you're building your dungeon, you'll play that. And some of them can be played in both of those phases. But there's a whole bunch in here. They do things like cancel another player's event. They do things like give a hero a buff when they're running through your opponent's dungeon so they could get through the dungeon without dying. You can freeze a dungeon in a room. So you can screw over your opponent as the hero's running through their room and freeze a room on them before a hero goes into it, which negates all the abilities and all the damage on that room. So the spell deck is kind of focused on either helping yourself or like messing with your opponent. It's got a little take that kind of feel, which is cool. And Sajat's here. He says, I hope I'm late. Just a little. We're just going over the basics of Boss Monster as we understand them. But again, we haven't played it in so long until I think played it like 2 days ago. Just kind of refresh on it, but we hadn't played it in years. Like it's one of the first games we added in our collection as a filler game back in the day in like 2013 or something like that when we were getting into the hobby. But it's a fun little game. All right. So we get 5 rooms each.
Thank you.
And we start with 2 spells each. And you look at your hand. This is funny, kind of like Wingspan. You look at your hand and you discard 2 of those cards. You can discard both your spells. You can discard a couple rooms. You can discard 1 of each. Do whatever you want. But you discard 2. And then as set up, we will build a room to the left of our boss monster to kind of start our dungeon. This is a competitive game. I don't have the box here, but I don't know if it'll show it in the front. Actually, I should just go to BGG. There is supposedly a solo variant, but I don't know. Let's see here. Yeah, let's take a look here, actually. Boom. So Boss Monster, 2013 is the year it came out. I know it was like one of the early Kickstarter tabletop games. It's been around for a while. It's come out with like second editions, or like Boss Monster 2. I know it has tons of expansions that have come out. Promos all over the place. They're always selling something at Gen Con every year. They always have a pretty good presence at their booth. 2 to 4 players, best with 4. And the complexity is like super low, 1.82. 30-minute playing time. Just a little card game, like a filler game. Yeah. But there is, I don't know if I can see the expansions. Oh, and it's Brotherwise Games, who publishes it in North America. I don't know if I can see. Publishers. Oh, Edge publishes it. Pegasus Spiel. Yeah, so they got some publishing around the world, I guess. But yeah, it's just we'll show you here. But that's what it is. That's the Boss Monster we're playing right there. But yeah, 2 to 4 players. It's competitive.
Yep.
Kind of a little take that game. Trying to get the most points. Trying to get to 10 souls from the heroes before your opponent, or just not be eliminated. So if you take 5 wounds by heroes surviving through your dungeon, you lose. All right.
Can you take 5 wounds and 10 souls at the same time? Like, what happens in that case?
Well, at the end of the turn, it checks if you have 10 wounds and you have, or 5 wounds, more than 5 or more wounds, and you have 10 or more souls, and the other person doesn't have either of those, you're eliminated and they win.
Okay, so you're 10.
If you're both at 10 souls or more and 5 or more wounds, then there's some math there on
okay.
subtract the wounds from the souls. And
Okay.
hey, Shamar. So sad I left my
Hello.
copy at the school. Been looking forward to this, guys. Awesome.
Oh,
Awesome.
nice.
Yeah, it's been a while since we played it. We pulled it out this week for the first time in years, man. Years. But yeah, so we apologize if our strategy is pretty weak. And we're like discovering a lot of the cards again. But yeah. All right. So I gotta throw away 2 cards. Oh, and you can mulligan if all the treasure types are the same, 100% the same in your hand, which rarely happens, very rarely happens, or if you pulled all advanced rooms.
Okay.
Otherwise, you're stuck with what you got.
No, neither of those are true. Discard that. Ooh, I don't know what to do. I don't think that's a good idea.
Yeah, that was tough.
Go
All right. You good?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even look at my spells. Sorry.
That's okay.
Okay. Okay, that changes it a bit.
Yeah?
Yeah. Okay. I'm good. Ready to discard?
Yeah.
All right. So it's a common discard pile for the room deck and spell deck. Not sure the why that is. But that's what we're doing. Okay.
Okay. So now we get to prep a room for free?
Yeah, build a room for free. Face down, and then we pop it up. I guess you first. Or no, me
you
first.
first.
Me first. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm higher. Just gonna look through the discard pile for a
Sure.
sec.
Let's see what I got rid of.
Yeah.
Is that legal? Hold on, let me just check if it's legal yet.
All right. Good?
Yeah, you're first.
All right. Monstrous Monument Trap Room is what I built here. So when you build this room, choose one monster from the a monster room from the discard pile and put it into your hand.
Oh.
So I think I can take the one that you threw away, which yes does 0 damage, but it does all.
I know. I didn't want to throw it away,
all four treasure types there. So I think that's could be valuable. Could be easier to build an advanced room on top of.
Okay, so and I got a Brainsucker Hive. So it's a monster room. Once per turn, if a hero dies in this room, you may draw a spell card.
Yeah, definitely no chill stream here. There's gonna be death and seriousness, and yeah, just stop. The glare there is like a big glare spot. Yeah. Just throw it like over the side or something.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So now reveal the heroes.
All right. So we will draw. So it's one per player, right? So first we get a mage. This mage, ordinary hero, and he has 8 health. Oh, you know what? Did we take them?
I did.
Oh, okay. All the 2-player ones.
Well, they were only 2 players.
Yeah, I think I put all the other ones in the box, right?
Yeah, I checked.
Yeah, there's little symbols down here that tell you when you're only playing with a certain amount of players, you play with those ones. So the 3s and 4s should be out of the game. I just realized as I looked at it, but it'll do 1 wound to us if it makes it through the dungeon. He's looking for those little books.
Yep, I got them.
All right, you got him.
Yep.
Then we got a cleric.
Okay.
Who right now I would be the one to draw the cleric in. 6 damage to get that cleric.
Okay. Awesome. So we get to draw a card.
Yep.
And you're first. Okay.
So now building a room.
Cohen's here. Hi, Cohen.
Hey.
And Spencer's here. Yes, I love Boss Monster.
Yes, this is Versus. Hello, Spencer. Hello. All right. Let's see here.
Yeah, that's fine. That is fine.
I'm good.
Yep.
All right. So this is the room I built. It's got it's a golem factory. Once per turn, if a hero dies in this room, draw a room card.
Okay, and I got a goblin armory. Monster rooms adjacent to this room have +1.
+1 damage. 2 swords.
Yep.
All right.
Okay, bait phase.
Now we go to this. So this guy's going to your dungeon entrance.
Yep.
This guy's still going to my dungeon entrance because I have one of these cleric symbols. All right, so we go with mine first because I'm the highest XP, right?
Yep.
So this guy will run through, and no spells or abilities can be used during the bait phase when we're pulling guys over. But now we're in the venture phase, so there's a chance for to play between whenever. We're playing more casual. I know there's like specific windows and stuff. All right, so this will take 2 damage in this room. This hero takes 2, so down to 4. Takes another 1. He's down to 5 or 3. Woo! But he does not die. So he now goes in my little score area over here. Actually, I'll keep it down here. And just kind of creates a wound for me. Go ahead.
Okay. So he will take 1 damage when he goes in there. 2 more for 3 here. And I will take a wound.
All right. So we're stinking it up already. But that's, I think, part of the game.
Yep.
Okay.
We can't defeat an 8 guy first
Yeah,
room.
I know.
It's impossible, I think.
So back to here. Back to town.
End of turn. Yeah. Yep.
But we don't have
anything to do. Okay. Yep. Yep. So reveal heroes.
Okay. So this time we got the Fool, who has a little text on. The Fool is lured to the dungeon of the player with the fewest souls. In the case of a tie, he waits in town until the tie is broken. He's only 2 damage. It's like a little catch-up mechanic card. Then we have a fighter looking for swords. Only 4 health. Boom. I have 3 swords. You have 2.
I have 2.
That could change by the time they come.
Swords.
So we draw a room card.
Yep.
And then we go to the build phase.
Interesting.
Good?
Yep.
All right. Mine is Spectre's Sanctum. Says a little cleric symbol on it. 2 damage. When you build this room, choose an opponent. That opponent discards a random spell card. I will choose you.
Well, I only have one, so
Excellent.
random.
Give
And it
it-
was a freeze too. I was gonna hold on for the best
Nice.
time.
Yes. So she had a freeze spell. I love this spell. Choose and deactivate one room in any dungeon. It's turned sideways till the end of the turn. She can play it during the build phase or the adventure phase.
I can't play it anymore.
Not anymore. I love it.
Okay, and I played a boulder ramp. Destroy another room in your dungeon. Deal +5 damage to a hero in that room.
The Fool, or as my friends call it, the Spencer, for my horrendous play. First time I played this game.
Oh no.
Oh, we're going to play horrendous too. We're not the best at this game by any means. There's lots of tricks. This game very much rewards like repeated plays.
Yeah.
But the best part is like a 30-minute little card game, so you can play it a bunch of times. We originally got it just to be a filler game for when we had like lots of friends over to play between other like larger games, when we had like board game nights at our place.
Yeah, like when you're waiting for another game to end.
Yeah, yeah. And there's some players off to the side.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, here, play this little card game. Super easy to figure out, but it's got some stuff to master in it for sure.
Yeah.
All right.
Build face or bait face.
Bait face. So the Fool,
He's gonna stay there.
stay there. The Fighter.
I wanted him so badly, but
Oh, well, he'll come here because
Yeah.
I have more swords in my dungeon. So he's going to
Yeah.
walk through with his 4 health, and he gets hurt here. And then he dies here. And it says once per turn if a hero dies in this room, draw a room card.
Oh,
so
so
he
good.
becomes a soul.
so good.
So I'll put that face down. So I have a wound and a soul. On my road to 10 souls. So drawing a room card.
Oh, Coleman played a lot of Cloud Spire the last few days. Airs feel OP. I love the airs.
Yeah, that's why I give him to Mel. Because
'Cause they're OP?
she needs the help. Just kidding. Just kidding. She knows they're
only
OP,
when I-
so that's
yeah.
why she takes them.
No, I just like them.
Yeah. They're not OP if you build it like to take them out. I don't know.
It's not OP when you play 3-player and 2 players gain up on you.
Yeah, that's true.
And you can't do anything about it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah. How much I can say there. All right.
I know. Okay. That was it. End of turn. So new turn.
So 2 new heroes are coming to town. We got a mage with 6 health. And we got a thief with 4 health.
Okay. You draw your card.
Drawing a card from the room deck. All right. Okay, now we're going to the build. We're trying to build another room in a dungeon. Remember, if you're going to build an advanced room on top of another room, it has to have at least one treasure type that matches it. If you want to build a standard room, you can build it on top of any room or continue to fill out your 5 rooms of your dungeon.
So Fool's going to you right now. Right now, Mage would go to me and Thief would go to me unless things change. 4 I can handle. 6.
Oh, I see the problem. So if we added that items expansion, I feel like it added other room cards and stuff to the game
Yeah.
because there's talking about items. And
Oh, so they probably don't work with this?
yeah, that's okay.
I don't have any of those yet.
They
but
still do other stuff, but it's just like, yeah, it's talking about items. I'm like, we don't have that in the game right now. We took away that deck, but I think the expansion came with other cards on the side that we've shuffled in. But that is okay. What do you got under there?
Oh,
Let's see.
sorry. Money.
Just checking what you got for symbols. Money. So you're building another money room on top of the money room. Advanced money room. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's a basic one. All right. Ready? I built the Dragon Hatchery monster room. It just has all 4 treasure types. Doesn't do any damage.
I built a Crushinator, an advanced trap room. Destroy another room in your dungeon until the end of the turn. Your rooms have +2.
Wow, it's like a one-time. Destroy another room in your dungeon.
Yeah.
And they all get +2. So that's like get you out of trouble.
Yeah.
Before the heroes come through. But it's got those like pillars from like Super Mario Brothers that come down, and I don't think they look that bad covered in blood, but I remember them being pretty annoying.
Look at the skeletons.
Yeah, it's
that
awesome.
didn't make it through.
Okay.
Bait phase.
So the Fool.
Coming to you. You only have souls. I don't.
With the fewest souls.
Oh,
it's a
the
catch-up
fewest
card.
souls.
Yeah, it's to
Yes.
it's to give a handout to the person who's sucking. You know, like it's behind. Can you please?
Oh, sorry.
Thank you.
That's habit. I'm sorry.
All right, so we want to go with the Mage. He's looking for those books. I have 1.
I have 2.
You have 2. He's coming to you. Okay, so those guys are lining up at your dungeon, ready to come through. I have the Thief. I have 1. You have 1, so he stays there in town. He's not satisfied.
Okay, so the Fool comes in and he dies in my first room.
Boom. There you go. 3 points for you.
Okay. Is that okay?
Yeah, sure.
Then we have the Mage.
Actually, you probably... Here, you know what?
I can put them up.
Yeah,
this
let's
way.
put these decks up here. And then I will also keep my points over here.
Yeah.
Very far away. Because it'll all get confusing down here when there's like a whole bunch of
Yeah,
guys
and they're
and
not.
stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Sounds
Yeah,
good. Okay, so then the Mage is coming through with 6. So the first dungeon's going to do 2 points. And then 3. And then this does 4, 5. But it says monster rooms adjacent to this room have +1. This is a monster room, so this actually will do another one for 6. And once per turn, if a hero dies in this room, you may draw a spell card. So he dies. And I draw a spell card.
Very nice. So you have 2 souls. You're
2
now in the lead.
souls. Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So we draw more heroes. We got a fighter with 8 health and a thief with 6 health. Okay. And I'll draw a card. You draw a card.
Whoa. Interesting. We got money, swords, and money. Money, swords, money.
Ready?
Yep.
All right. I built the Vampire Bordello Advanced Monster Room on top of... You can build it on top of any room, right? Or does it have to be on the same type room?
No, I don't think so. It just had to have the same symbol.
Let me just double check that. Yeah, I think it only cares about treasure types. You must build an advanced room on an ordinary advanced room or an advanced room that matches its treasure type. Oh, you can build it on an ordinary or an advanced room. I didn't know that.
Yeah, like you can keep stacking advanced rooms on top of each other.
Room subtype, trap, or monster doesn't need a match. Okay, perfect. Yeah. Perfect. Villains get a bad rap. I like the theme of this game. The idea of trying to kill heroes in your dungeon is fun. Yeah, the theme is awesome. I like the idea.
Yeah.
You want to consult your psychologist on the topic.
Okay, and I built a Golem Factory, which is also a monster room. Once per turn, if a hero dies in this room, draw a card. But I don't think he's going to die in there.
Okay. So we go to bait these guys. So I only have 1 treasure bag. You only have 1, so the thief stays. The fighter.
I have 3 now.
I have 3 also, so he stays. And same with the thief. So nobody's coming in anyone's dungeon. All right. Back around.
Yep.
More heroes.
Uh-oh.
So I get a cleric with 8 health and another cleric with 4 health. So the town's getting full. We got to lure these guys in.
Okay, draw a card.
Yes.
Interesting. What do you got going on in your hand?
What do you mean?
Like, okay.
Looking for my cards? Got plenty of cards. Only one spell. You can get that spell if you want.
No, it's not what it is, but...
If you want to play it in the build phase, go, go, go. You ready?
Yeah.
All right, I build mine. I can destroy this room as a torture chamber.
Oh, gosh.
I can destroy this trap room. Choose an opponent. The opponent discards a random room card.
So is that like you roll a die kind of idea? Like, you don't pick them up, right?
Oh, discards. Sorry. Discards a random room card.
Yeah, how do you do random?
The same way we do random in every other game. Just
Yeah, but are you going to pick them
take
up?
your rooms and you shuffle them and
Oh,
then pick one out
rooms
of your
here,
hand.
not rooms here.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Discard. You don't discard it from play. You destroy it from
Okay.
play.
Destroy from play, discard
Yes,
from
yes,
play.
yes.
Okay. So when I built the All-Seeing Eye
that's
Advanced
a good
Trap
one.
Room, once per turn, when an opponent plays a spell card, you may discard a spell card to cancel its effect.
Very nice.
And I built that over the book.
Oh. Okay. So I've now done my 5 rooms of my dungeon, so I can level up.
Okay.
I can search the room deck or discard pile for an advanced monster room, and immediately build the room.
Oh.
When another room in your dungeon is destroyed, you may draw 2 room cards. No, that's not cool.
Mutton Chop says, looks like your wife is back to regular size again. Oh, well.
Yeah. She's got all her teeth back, and it's all great.
Oh. Must have had the red Mario mushroom.
Yeah. Once per turn, when you build another monster room, draw a room card.
Mutton Chop says, I have to say she had a bit of an attitude earlier.
Yes, she does.
She does.
Yeah, especially when she's like, we're playing a little longer, and she'll like get snippy, trying to crush me.
She also had to win, Sir Dot said. That is true. She does like to win against him, that's for sure.
Yeah, and if she beats me, she'll like be like, okay, I'm done, and walk away and be good, and won't bug me to play that game for a while. But if I beat her, she gets a little upset, and then she will be like, the next morning, come down first thing and be like, let's play again. And later in the day, I'll be like, okay, we played, we're done. And then she'll be like, all right, let's do it again. And she'll keep doing it until she beats me. It's funny. But yeah, she's competitive.
Yep. I wonder where she gets it from.
No idea. No idea where she gets that from. I don't know. I'm trying to like look for symbols.
You get to build it immediately?
Yeah. But it's like, what do you have? So this is the cool part. I get to do it right now and I look. So you have 3 swords. I have 3 swords. So if I build another sword, but it's got to go over top of another sword. So it'd have to be like this double one. Oh, but that's not advanced.
Oh, you're only looking for advanced rooms?
Yeah. Advanced monster room. So because I don't know the rooms that well, it's like, sorry, I'm taking long, but
That's okay.
I never play this guy. Once per turn, you may discard 2 room cards to choose 1 room from the discard pile and put it into play. It's 3. Beast Menagerie. So the swords, he won't come in.
Nope.
The cleric right now, he comes to me for sure.
Both.
The treasure guy, I have 2. Oh, he comes to me.
1 for me. Yeah, so you get the treasures
and I'm taking
and
an
the cleric.
8 guy. I have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But then I'll build this advanced. And probably... Yeah, so I shouldn't cover up the 0 room because I need those symbols.
Munchop says I might have missed it, but does this have a solo variant?
Supposedly in the rulebook at the very end it says go check like their forums or Board Game Geek variants. There's fan-made solos possibly there, but I never went and looked. But I think it does. I'm pretty sure by now it would. The game's been around for like 8 or 7 years now, I think. I would assume. But we're only playing with the base game that came out back in like 2013. I'm sure in future versions maybe they added a solo mode. But on BGG this game says it's 2 to 4 players. But I think there's a solo variant for sure. The Artificer's Workbench. Advanced Trap Room. Once per turn you may choose a face-up item. Yeah, see these item ones are in here. And it's like we don't have items right now.
Yeah, next turn. Next round.
Number of monster rooms. 1.
You have 4 monster rooms?
Yeah, and only 1 trap room.
Wow. Oh, I covered that. That was dumb. Covered my monster room.
the all-seeing eyes in here. Another one. Okay, let's just find one that's got books. Oh, but I can only build over that, so we can't. Let's just find a cleric one. Yeah. Yeah, it's probably not the best. Oh no, or this one. Yeah. So I'll do another Vampire Bordello, which is 3 damage. The same one I have here. Once per turn, if your hero dies in this room, you may heal 1 wound.
Whoa.
So build that right there.
That's pretty good.
I don't think they'll die there, but I mean, some of these early guys might if a 4s come in my dungeon. And then, I don't think I took the other one. No, I didn't. Okay. And we'll just shuffle the deck a little bit. Okay. All right, that's a big decision there. Lots of choices.
That's okay. That's okay.
Because you have to think about so many things. You have to think about like damage in your dungeon. You have to think about what room you're covering up, what ability you're covering up, what symbols you're trying to get in play, what heroes are there, what you got going on, and like. Plus, there were so many options for all the symbols, and I had a whole bunch to cover up. It's like crazy. And then, do you want to have a certain amount of monster rooms, a certain amount of trap rooms, and like what order do you want to put them in? There's a lot going on. It's pretty crazy for this little game. All right, so that was the end of build phase. Now we go to bait phase. So thief, first guy goes to me, right? I have 2, and then this fighter.
I think he's stuck, right? Because I have 3 and you have 3.
1, 2, 3. Yep. Okay. And this thief comes over.
And I think you're the clerics too, because I have none.
And both clerics. So this cleric comes first, then this cleric second. So let's put it like this. So I got 4 guys about to run through my dungeon here. Let's see how well it's built. So the thief, we got the first room. Remember, if you want to play any kind of gotcha spells. Okay. So the thief comes in with 4. First he gets hit by 1, nothing, then 3. When he dies in this room, I heal a wound. So I believe this just gets discarded. I don't know if they come back into play or not. I don't think so. And this guy is done. So I get a soul for that guy. And then we'll do the thief next. He's coming in with 6 health. Take away 1. Take away 3. He's down to 4. And down to 2. And dies in this one. And I have no wounds to heal, but I have another one. The cleric, he's at 8 health. So it takes 1 down to 7, takes 3 down to 4, takes 2 down to 2, and dies here, right? Did I have that right?
3, 4, 5, 6,
7, 8,
9.
Yeah, so I have enough. Okay. Yep. So this guy dies here. Again, don't have any wounds. Up to 4 souls. Then the cleric, coming in for 4. Bang, 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 dice. So I'm up to 5 souls. Halfway there, no wounds. Feels good. All right. So now we go draw some new guys. So the fighter's the one sitting in town the longest. And we're almost out of this basic deck. So we got a mage and a thief. 1 more card left in the basic heroes. We'll draw a card. Okay. So you think the book guy's going to maybe come to you, unless I can find another one and keep him in there. Or the treasure dude, or the fighter. Good? Yep. So I built the Monsters Ballroom. This room's damage is equal to the number of monster rooms in your dungeon. So it's a 4.
4. Oh,
1, 2, 3, 4.
It counts itself? Yeah.
I would assume so. It's a monster room.
Okay.
It doesn't say other.
So I bought made the I can't even say.
Neanderthal's
cave. It's a monster room. You cannot build an advanced room on Neanderthal's
Yeah, it's a basic
cave.
room and it's 3 damage, which is pretty good. That's like, I think, the highest you find in a basic room. Okay.
So I did my 5.
Oh yeah,
so I can level up. So you may search through town or the hero decks. Choose 1 hero and put it in the entrance of your dungeon. So just looking.
Town.
I know. I'm just looking at
Or
what's
heroes.
already gonna come to me. 1, 2, 3.
Oh yeah, yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4. That's good. Books, I'm good for that. Thief. Right now would go to you.
You could stop it from going to me.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Yeah, I'll take it.
Okay. Beautiful.
Okay.
All right, now we go to the bait.
Yep.
So you get this one.
Yep.
Right,
I
you
have
have enough
4.
swords? 4 swords,
Yep.
yeah. So put that guy there, and then the mage next.
Okay.
All right, run them through.
So thief. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He's dead. Yep. He doesn't. Okay. And then this guy, same thing. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this one is 3, 4, 5. Once per turn, if a hero dies in this room, draw a room card.
Boom. And you're at 5 souls now?
1, 2, 3.
So
4,
we are
yeah.
tied. Just like
Good.
that.
I was worried after you did that one.
Oh, no.
Last turn.
Okay. All right, back around. Heroes?
Yep.
So we got a regular fighter. Now we're into the epic heroes. We got a cleric with 11 health. Could do 2 damage. All right. Draw a room card. And the epic guys are worth 2 souls each. So yeah. Good?
Yep.
All right. I built a recycling center. Advanced room on top of this treasure icon because they match. Does 3 damage. When another room in your dungeon is destroyed, you may draw 2 room cards.
I just built a crushinator on a crushinator.
Okay.
I don't know.
You want to change your layout of your dungeon?
I think I'm okay right this minute.
All right. So fighter, he is going to you.
Okay.
And the cleric to me.
Yep.
All right. The
You're
cleric will run
first.
through 3, 6, and this one hits for 4. It's down to 1 left and dies here. So boom.
Okay. Fighter. 3, 4, 5, 6.
Yep.
Dead.
All right.
You have 7?
Yes.
Okay.
Back around. Here we go. Epic heroes again. We got a fighter and a cleric.
Oh my god. I can't get those clerics. You draw a card.
Yeah. Draw a card. We are just playing the base game, but we have some of the item cards in here. I thought the item deck, it's been so long since I threw that expansion in. I thought the item deck was only part of the expansion, but I keep drawing room cards and stuff that reference items. So I'm thinking that there was also cards from that set in here, but I don't notice there's probably a symbol or something. But I didn't go through and take those out. I forgot. But we will throw in that item expansion after this play on our second playthrough.
Oh. We can do that. I can do that.
I don't know if it
Okay,
says...
that's good. That's good. That's good.
Oh, THK021. THK. I don't know what that expansion was even called. But it was
That's the item ones?
Yeah, it was the first expansion that came out for it. Implements of Destruction? No. It was one of the first ones. Crash Landing. Yeah, so many promo cards. Papers and Pixels. Tools of a Hero Kind, I think. Yeah, THK, that makes sense. Yeah, we also have some of these cards mixed in from this set. Tools of a Hero Kind, which I had to get because of awesome Game Boy looking box art and that stuff. That looks awesome.
You still have the box?
No, I threw it out and just threw all the cards in this and thinking, I'll never separate it. And I thought it was only the item deck. But yeah, now I'm learning. When we played the other day, we played with the items. And I didn't even notice that some of the cards said they related to items. That's how big this room deck is. Like, you play and you want to see all that stuff.
So I can play a spell now in the build phase before we build, right?
Yep, correct.
So I'm going to do a zombie attack.
Uh-oh.
Choose a dead hero in an opponent's scorekeeping area. Send it back to the entrance of that player's dungeon. And it gets +2. I'm doing it to my own.
That's neat. That's neat.
Okay. Because now I can defeat him.
All right. So we're building, right?
Yeah. That's smart.
One, 2, 3, 7, 10, 11, 12, 13. Shouldn't really mess with my numbers too much.
Stop looking at my dungeon.
I have to. I have to. All right, ready?
Yeah.
All right, build a Beast Menagerie monster advanced room on top of this one because it has a sword matching. Once per turn, when you build another monster room, draw a room card.
Okay, and I just built an all-seeing eye on top of an all-seeing eye. I'm getting so many duplicates.
Lame.
Can't help it.
Probably shift a little far here. It's kind of...
Yeah, you're squishing me.
Oh, I was... Yeah. So you're a hero there that's like, should be
Oh, sorry.
somewhere different. Maybe you're... yeah. Good. Okay.
Okay.
And now we lure these guys in.
Yep.
So fighter's going to you.
Yep.
I'll go after this guy. And the cleric over to me still, right? I got 2.
Yep.
Okay.
You're first.
So the cleric running through takes 7 damage by here, 10 damage by here, and 4 and dies here. Boom.
Okay.
So I'm at 9.
This guy has actually 10 health because of the zombie attack, so it's
Oh.
+2, but that's okay. So we
Yeah,
got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. He's dead.
Don't you have to remember like these 2 rooms?
No, 'cause
oh,
they're
they're
not
not
monster
monster.
rooms.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
No.
You gotta cover that room up. Get rid of those 2 swords.
I'm good right now. And then again, this guy, this is 11. So
Yeah,
3, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Dead.
And what do you have for souls now?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. What are you at?
9. We're tied. This is gonna be a juicy little menu of dudes here. All right, so let's draw them. Our next 2 epic heroes. We got a thief and a mage.
Yes. Okay, this is interesting.
What
Draw?
happens in tie?
I don't know. We're going to find out in a minute. Well, right now, this guy's not doing anything. This guy's coming to
Yeah,
me. So, draw. I'm going to have to play stuff so that things happen here. You can play any
A
grid.
basic room, you can throw it on anything.
It does not even have to match, right?
Correct. You just cover up anything you want. An advanced room, a monster room, trap room, basic room. Yep. Once per turn, when you build another, draw a room. Yep. You don't have to build, right?
No, I don't think so.
All right.
Because, yeah, it said you may.
Yeah, I'll just pass on the build.
Okay. I am just going to build a dizzy gas hallway. If the next room in your dungeon is a trap, it has +2, but it's not.
No mutton chop. We do not speak French. We took it in school up to a
Yeah.
certain point, but then after that, like, yeah, they don't
Until
force you to like up until
high sc-
up
or
until grade
grade school,
9. I
yeah,
think you have to
something like
take it,
that.
and then after that, it's optional. But no, but yeah,
And it's all gone. I don't
yeah,
remember.
you forget it if you don't use it. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Yo, you guys are better than Netflix. Woo! Yo, what's up? All right. So these guys are gonna both come to you, right?
Yep.
And can you kill them no problem?
Yep.
Okay. I don't have any spells that do anything, or I had no rooms that give me any symbols of them. So you got it.
Yeah, because I had this one that I can bust. I can bust up this room once I took
Yeah,
the guy.
yeah. As long as
so
you
then-
get even one, I
yeah.
can't get either of them.
Yeah.
So as soon as I saw those symbols, I was like, oh, I'm like,
Oh,
don't
that's
have
good.
anything for them.
I know because I was holding so many of the blue books. I'm like, can you give me something else?
Oh, that's where they all were.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, there's that one.
So let's do the items now for the second run here. And so we're going to play this item deck. We'll switch up our boss monsters.
Do you want to just throw these out so then we get fresh new ones?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
Just over here, like a little discard. So what do we got here? Shuffle up these.
Yo's is dying to see this game, and now here it is. How'd you rate this game, Rob?
It's okay. It's nothing crazy. It's a good little filler game. It's like a good little quick and dirty card game. Basically what sells it is the nostalgia. The gameplay's fun. It's a cool little take that card game. There's some strategy to it, but there's a lot of luck. And I don't know if the second versions of the game or with expansions it makes it any better or different, but I just find it's fun. It's a little silly game. It's cool when you play with a bunch of players at the table and everyone has spells and they're trying to like mash each other's rooms up and get the heroes to die, but it's a cool little theme. Like, I definitely like the theme of it.
And it's quick, right? So you
Yeah,
can play
definitely
it-
quick.
you can
It's just
play
a
it few
filler game.
times.
Yep, just a filler game.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'd rate it like 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. I don't know. It's nothing to write home about, but it's cool. It's cool.
It's clever.
Yeah, but it's showing its age a little bit, I think.
Yeah?
Yeah, a little bit. But
Why?
it's-
Because you played other ones that...
I don't know. We just played so many games since, and this is like from 2013. Games have come quite a bit of ways, I feel like, in those years. Quality-wise even, and design-wise, rule book-wise. Not in all cases, though. Yeah, just quick, fun, cheap.
Very easy to learn, very
Yeah,
easy
super
to
easy
teach.
to learn,
like-
super easy to teach.
Yeah.
But yeah, if you like the 8-bit, like, Nintendo kind of, like, video game throwback, nostalgia trip, it's got that all in spades. So we're going to play with this item expansion. So basically the heroes, when they come into town, can have items attached to them to give them crazy abilities.
Mindshop says, what is your idea of a filler game? What does that mean, would you say?
Filler game is something you play between big games. So usually when you schedule a game night with friends, you pick a game you're playing, like a 4-player game. It's going to take a couple hours. It's, you know, there's some teaching and rules involved, and it might take a while to explain. It's basically why you play in the night. Like for us, it originally started playing like Game of Thrones, the board game, 2nd edition, games like Scythe, games like that. It's like you play in the night. Hey, everyone, come over and play whatever. And if we had 20 people coming over, which used to happen in the past, we used to have like board game days. You can see streams probably on the channel of when we did that a couple times.
Especially for that like international tabletop day.
Yeah,
and stuff, we
International
used to do
Tabletop
that.
Day. We used to have a bunch of people come over. I'd set up like 4 or 5 tables of all different sizes around the house in our little townhouse before. And people just come over and we would have like piles of big games. People are in big games. But then we would have these filler games like Star Realms, games like Boss Monster that you can teach somebody in 5 minutes and they're like 30 minutes or less. That is what you consider a filler game. It's a game you play while you're waiting for people to show up to fill time. Or you've wrapped up a big game. Let's say you have 2 big games going. One's taking 2.5 hours, one's taking 2 hours. When the people from the 2-hour game are finished and they're going to wait for you to finish your other game that's taking 2.5 hours, the other people will just play a filler game to fill time. Fill time until that game's ready. So that's what a filler game is. It's just something small you can teach quick. It's not too mentally draining. It's a game you play between 2 big games to take a break if you're playing like all day. Let's say you're playing Gloomhaven and you're like, okay, we're going to play a couple scenarios today. Maybe you play through a scenario and you lose or you win. and you do a little bit of work in between, but then you take a break. You grab food and you play a filler game, and then you set up the second scenario or replay the same scenario and go through it again. So that's what this is. It's just a small, any small like little card games and stuff like that. Those are filler
Or
games.
even other little board games that are
that
are quick.
Yeah, it's just a smaller game. You can teach it fast. The rule book's small. Yeah. Also plays a warm up. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, we usually use this kind of game when like we're playing a 6-player game that we've set up that's going to take 5 hours to play, and somebody is called and said they're going to be late or hasn't shown up yet. We'll be like, all right, 4 of us are here already. We're waiting for these other, 1 or 2 people. Well, let's just crack out like Boss Monster and kill 30 minutes. And when they show up, it's done quick enough usually that they don't have to wait around for too long, and then we can jump into the other game. So that's why I refer to it as a filler game. Okay. So now we're going to play with the items expansion, which was called Boss Monster Tools of a Hero Kind, fully incorporated into it. So let's deal out...
Let's do the boss drafting. Like
the boss draft, yes.
But let's do, what do you want? How many do you want to draft from? 2 or 3?
Whatever you want.
2.
Whoops.
2. And then pick the one you want.
2 and pick the one you want.
Yeah.
All right. So I'll just shuffle, and then we'll say the top 2 go to you, and... the top 2 go to me, and I'm not looking because some of the backs are different because we got some of the cards as promo cards at conventions and they don't really match the same coloring. All right.
Yosa says, I need to fly over for International Tabletop Weekends. Well, that probably won't be for a while with that.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing.
On.
This, yeah.
No flights right now.
Not right now. You can't fly into our country, I guess, is what's happening. But airports are a place you don't want to go right now. But yeah, I don't know if they do International Tabletop Day again anymore. I know the new thing now is called Board Game Expo, which there's a bunch of, I don't know about international, but there's US and Canadian stores. They picked 100 for the pilot year this year. I forget which day it's on, but if you look up Board Game Expo, it's going to be a day. There's a bunch of publishers who are all having a game that's going to be released there early. And there's like 100 stores in North America, 100 friendly local game stores that are hosting Board Game Expo, where they're just open for board games, lots of board games at their store, but they'll have demos of all those new games. Yeah, I don't know if I can find it, but this is the new thing.
Isn't the local game store over here part of that?
Yep, our local game store is, and our closest and most loved U.S. game store we go to is actually one of the guys on the board who runs it. Millennium Games, if anyone knows Travis from Millennium Games in Rochester, New York. He is one of the guys putting this whole thing together. He's on like the board of that or whatever. But I don't know if I can find Board Game Expo. Oh, I think I found it.
Oh, that looks like it.
Yeah, so this is it. I want to shout it out because our local store got picked to be one of the stores for it. So they're going to try this year. This year is kind of like a pilot, but then they'll eventually expand to other stores. So if you're a publisher and you're interested, or a retailer, or you want to know about the games, so Board Game Expo, April 4th. So it's actually coming really soon.
Yeah.
But that's a problem. His store is closed right now in storefront, I think.
Most
Maybe not
stores
his.
will be.
Yeah, so this might be canceled, actually. I don't know what they'll do. But the plan was, so all these games here, the Mind Extreme, Cosmic Encounter Duel, Tang Garden, Deep Vents, all these games were given, they're coming out early, like at least a month early on this day, exclusively to these 100 stores that are doing it. But it's kind of like the closest thing I could think of to Tabletop Day. I don't know what the stores have planned other than just running demos. I don't know if they'll be streaming and all that stuff like International Tabletop Day was, but I wish there was still International Tabletop Day, but since Tabletop, Will Wheaton and all that stuff with Geek and Sundry doesn't really happen anymore, I don't know if that'll still ever happen, but we used to just pair it up with that where we'd either go to a store or we just host a bunch of people at our house and stream all day. Yeah.
It was fun.
Yeah, so we just used to do that. And this...
We could just create one and call it our Tabletop Day.
Well, I think I put
Rob's Gaming Tabletop Day.
I think I put a Patreon goal that if we reach it like 250 or something like that, we'll do a 24-hour live stream to celebrate.
Yep.
So that's as close as you get, but I don't think we'll get there anytime soon or ever. Hopefully not, because
they don't want to watch us.
No one wants to watch us play for 24 hours.
Us and friends, not just us.
Yeah, it won't be just us. It won't be just me trying to stay awake after like 10 hours of it. I'm just joking.
All right.
Okay. Yeah, what am I picking here?
Whoa. I know what I'm picking. I'm picking that one.
All right. So I chose Gorgona, Queen of Medusaia. I don't know.
Medusa. No,
Medusaia.
Medusaia.
But she is Medusa, basically.
Yeah.
Got turning the guys to stone there. When you level up, choose a hero in town, immediately kill that hero, and place it face down in your scorekeeping area. Only 500 XP, so I'm most likely going second. But it gives me a treasure icon.
Okay, so I got
Whoa.
Malakil.
What is this
So
guy? Oh,
Master
Gen
of
Con
Beasts,
2017
yeah.
promo.
And it says level up. Take one of your items face up or face down and place it under a monster room. That room has +3 until it's destroyed or covered.
Wow.
I was like, yes, please.
Yeah, Folklore of the Affliction has been mentioned to us a few times, but I don't know. I don't know enough about the game. I think that game's been around for a while.
Munchop said he just got it too, so.
Yeah. Yeah, just it keeps getting mentioned. I got to look into it. I remember hearing it being on like top dungeon crawler list, but I always heard it's like showing its age and that kind of thing. But I could be confusing it with another game.
It's older?
I think so. I thought it was a few years, like it's a Kickstarter from a few years ago. I could be wrong. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. Folklore. I'm probably not spelling that right.
Folk.
Oh, folk. Yeah. I'm missing that L. Folk.
Yeah.
Lore. 2017.
2017.
Yeah. But they've come out with a bunch of expansions on the Kickstarter since then, I think. 8.0. Let's see here. So it's kind of not really. That's a decent rating, but yeah, for being out since 2017, this is why it didn't really hit my radar before, because like it's an 8.0, which is pretty high, but it's not anywhere like up in the top 1,000 games of all time even. So it's like,
what type of game is this?
it's like dungeon crawler.
Oh, okay.
Embark on a cooperative epic adventure that is Folklore the Affliction. Find and destroy the source of evil, spreading its claws in the heart of the land, yada, yada, yada. It's an expandable, ongoing horror RPG board game for 1 to 5 players that focuses on immersive storyline, strategic combat, character development, intense. See, all that stuff sounds awesome. That's exactly what we like. That's exactly what we like.
Munchop says, yeah, look at the weight, though. Yeah, I thought I saw 3
Oh, is that why?
3 point.
Oh,
yeah.
Spicy.
Spicy.
Spicy. But that's nothing different than what we play normally.
Yeah.
Or like we always are playing something that's in that weight category usually.
Yeah. We like heavy weight.
That explains why. Yes, that
But
explains
that's why
why.
it's not high, right? On the numbers, because the higher games are the...
Best with 4.
And this is like...
Playing a game that's weighted that high, finding 4 people for me to teach and be super into it.
And that get it?
But you can play 1 to 2
Yeah,
for
it
sure.
says, yeah.
Anyone know? Is it like decent at 2? Let's see actually what people are rating it here. Recommended, not recommended. Like, there's a tie there for people not recommending it and recommending it solo. Yeah, 3-player, 2-player doesn't seem to. Well, it seemed to recommend it at 2. Seems okay. But this is not many votes though. No. This is like super small sample size. Like your vote count is like 20 in each category ish. Like, and that's a little worrisome.
Spencer says, are there any games with a weight of 5?
Oh, I don't know. Can you rate it by complexity rating? How do you check? I don't know. I don't know if there's like a rating. Like I click on this, it just keeps doing this. I wish I could jump. Like here, if I click on this, I'll go jump to like the whole list. But anyways, yeah, I can see that. Greenbrier Games. Yeah.
And it's like a campaign, or it's just...
Campaign games, in the family of campaign games.
Okay.
Kickstarter game, grid movement, dice rolling, action points, cooperative.
Munchop says probably Gloomhaven, but I don't think Gloomhaven is a 5. I don't think it's weighted 5.
No, Gloomhaven is not. I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
Actually, we can do that by... Actually, you know where Gloomhaven is? Right here. always on the hotness list. Whoops, it just took forever to load that. Let's go back here. Where is it? Gloomhaven. No.
Oh, it's lower than Gloomhaven.
Yeah.
Oh, no, it's just slightly higher. Sorry.
Slightly higher. Yeah.
Slightly higher. Best with 3. That's like what we played it at most. But I found it fun with 2 as well.
Yeah. Just out of curiosity.
Whoa.
Yeah, see,
Yeah,
Cloudspire
I
is
see
more
it.
complex.
I see it.
And I feel that. I feel my brain cooking when I'm learning and playing that game. It's
Yeah.
like, yeah, I can see the complexity being huge there. What else do we have that's like...
Tainted Grail is pretty...
you know what? Let's try a sword.
Oh.
Tainted Grail's not
Yeah, I guess it's
too
not
bad.
too bad, but maybe it's more of a decision fatigue.
Sword and sorcery, like a 4 basically.
So that's higher than a 2.
Yeah, so that complexity wouldn't scare us away, but I can see that's why it doesn't have a... But you could say, like, why doesn't it have a huge following? But then Gloomhaven's, like, the most popular game of all time, and it's in that category. Like, it's exactly all that description. And 3.24, yeah, it's not as complex. That game wasn't as
It's maybe
bad.
more of a brain fatigue than...
Yeah, just
like,
when
just
the scenarios go to, like, 7 hours long, and they should only be, like, 2. But other than that...
That's funny.
And back from our commercial break. All right. So let's draw some room cards.
Yep.
So 5 room cards each. 5 room cards each. 2 spells, 2 spells. All right, what are we doing here? What are we doing?
Oh, never seen that before. I don't know what to do.
Yeah, I don't know either. I got my discards.
Sorry,
And
2
got my
seconds,
room ready.
2 seconds.
Gloomhaven setup weight is like 10. Agreed.
Yeah.
Gloomhaven unboxing and sorting the damn game out and learning the rules and trying to find friends to all play with you and set up your very first game of Gloomhaven is like a 27 out of 10. Wait. But it's like the reward, it's so deep, it's so good. Get nightmares from Gloomhaven setups is going. That's awesome. All right, are we good? Discard?
Yeah.
Okay. Got your room built?
Oh no, sorry. That was just my...
It's all good. It's all good. Yeah, Folklore the Affliction. Like, is that a game that's hitting retail or hit retail ever? Is it like only from Kickstarter?
Oh yeah, because...
Mutton Shop, how'd you get it?
Yeah,
Did you just back like a recent Kickstarter probably? Is it like a Kickstarter only game? Like that you only can get whenever they do a Kickstarter?
He said he just got it, so...
Yeah. Like, I'm interested, but if it's like $300 and you can only get it when there's a Kickstarter once a year.
Retail.
Oh, it is retail?
Amazon.
Never
edition
seen this
released.
game at any, like, pop up on any searches in board game stores. I wonder if, like, it's a, even in Canada kind of thing. Maybe, like, no distributors really have it here. But now you have me super interested. So I'm going to just take a little peek. Folklore. Nope,
nothing.
not at that store. Let's try. Like, not even an item sold out or anything. Let me check another retailer. Oh,
they have.
only one unit left. Only 1 unit left at one of the local retailers I purchase online from. Damn it. I should add this to the poll that I put today on Patreon. Oh, man. Is it just the base game you got, Mutton Chop, or did you get a bunch of expansions? Like, I don't know, is the base game worth it to play, or does it need expansions to fix it? Like that kind of thing? Is it that kind of game? Like where... Oh, man. Damn, you guys.
Look at all the expansions it has.
I know, I'm looking, like, expansions. The store has, like, 5 expansions listed. The Crafting and Recipes Card Pack. The Adventure Creation Kit. The Dark Tales Expansion. Nope, just base game for me. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I've heard cool things. Damn it. Okay.
Mutton Chop says so far.
So far. Yeah. That's what always happens.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to look into it. Does anyone know how many hours of gameplay you get out of this campaign? Does it have like a true campaign? Yeah, tell me more. Tell me more, Munchop. What pulled you into it? What made you pull the trigger? And Yoza, if it's you telling me, yeah, Yoza was saying to get it, right?
Yeah, but I don't think he's played it yet because he says up there,
Oh, it's a
once I finish Tainted Grail, I'm buying it.
A Witcher meets Tainted Grail vibe.
Oh.
See, those
like
are...
Witcher the show?
Yeah, well, Witcher, yeah, or the video game, whatever. It's the theme, like that kind of idea. Okay, because it's vampire-based, like that kind of thing, right?
Okay, I can get into that.
Yeah, you kind of... That's a good little tagline there. I like that.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, yeah, we'll talk after
Yeah,
this.
we'll look into it. Maybe I have to add that one to the list that I just posted pulled to you. Proper folklore monster hunting.
Okay.
Munchop watched some playthroughs and really liked the gameplay.
Okay.
Yeah, well, that's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to watch some replays, or playthroughs, sorry. I'll do it after the stream or tomorrow morning, kind of take a look at it. But yeah, I'll probably throw on... I just made a Patreon poll today for our Patreons at any tier can go vote. I basically grabbed a bunch of games from my wish list. Most of them are in stock. I think all of them are in stock today when I looked at least one store or another. But we're placing, usually like with the Patreon funds and the donations we get, it goes into like our board game budget, but it's our time to kind of like build an order now. We usually do it like once a month-ish. Whereas probably spend like $150 on games or whatever our donations have got us to. And yeah, so we're trying to find out what games we should be prioritizing. So, and Yoza takes full credit if I stream it. Oh, we would stream it. Yeah, we would stream it. We'll let you know.
Yeah.
But it was something I saw on people's, like, I've heard over the last couple of years, people mentioning in like their top 10, like dungeon crawlers and like, but it never was like really in the top. So I was always like, okay, it sounds okay. But there's so many of those type of games, but I do love them. And yeah, so I'll take a look. Awesome. I appreciate it. Got something out of that. Okay.
Ready? So I'm first this time.
Yeah.
So I got an open grave, a trap room. Do like that. Once per turn, if a hero dies in this room, choose one room card from the discard pile and put it into your hand.
Oh, that one.
You've seen that before?
Well, similar to like what I did, right? Where I grabbed it. I got the Neanderthal Cave, 3 damage, 1 sword. You cannot build an advanced room on Neanderthal Cave.
I like that one.
Yeah, it's okay. All right.
I mean, it's good for a 3.
Dudes.
Yeah.
So first, an item. So how the items work. These are looking to attach to a specific hero. They have a boss ability. So if you kill the hero this is attached to, you can use this boss ability once. Flip the card face down. You can only ever have one item ability faced up. But when it attaches to a hero, they get this little ability. Like, for example, every time this hero survives a room, it ignores the next room it would enter. Mm-hmm. So it just messes with things a lot, and I love it. It's just like becomes this wacky game. So even more wacky than it already is. So that comes into town first, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
The item deck sits behind the hero deck, or beside the hero decks at the beginning of the turn. Before heroes are revealed, reveal 1 item. Okay, 2 items if it's a 4-player game. It attaches to the first hero in town. It matches its treasure icon or the matching hero who has been there the longest. A universal item attaches to the first hero that appears in town or the hero has been there the longest. A hero may only have 1 attached item, and items do not attach to special heroes marked with a star icon. I don't know if we even have any heroes like that.
I don't know.
But, all right. So let's do the heroes. So we got a cleric. It will not attach to the cleric.
Why?
Because, oh, it will, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry. For some reason I was thinking swords. I don't know why. So that will attach to the cleric. Every time this hero survives a room, it ignores the next room it would enter.
That's not good.
And then we have another cleric. 8 health and 6 health. Yep, you keep that there. Don't cover that up. Don't cover that up. That's good. I'll make sure I don't build a cleric room. So you draw, then I draw. Those were like, I want them to go that way. Animation Raptor, I'm sorry. I need to set my time zone. I get a reminder an hour late. Oh, that's what's happening.
What? So, but doesn't YouTube switch it to your time zone?
I don't know. Like I thought it sends out like a notification as soon as I go live, but it's probably like times it when I'm like his local time when it matches the time. I don't know. Yeah, that sucks. Okay.
I don't know.
I'll
That's
see.
too bad.
Also, I need to find games to play solo, so that was a draw as well. Oh, true.
Yep.
True.
Yep, because I'm sure your wife isn't playing a 3.52 weighted game.
Yeah, Mutton Shop. You sure? You sure your wife doesn't want to try that game out with you? Awesome. Yeah, the solo idea to it.
Hey, I'll play with you.
I know, but I'm like trying to figure a game like while you're working from home that I can
True.
just play all day in the day kind of thing. That's like,
True.
I need something. That's why I bought Sword and Sorcery, was to do that with, but then you saw it and I was like selling it, like showing her it, not realizing like, oh yeah, she likes this kind of game. Whoops. So I couldn't get away with playing it by myself. All right. I have the opposite. I get in trouble. I try to play a game solo that she likes. Like I can't. Like, so it's like I gotta figure that out.
Just do other stuff
Yeah.
during the day and wait for me.
That's the problem. The games are not hard enough. Honey, have I got a game with a weight for you? All right. Do you have all day to learn this with me? Awesome. This is going to make you love gaming.
Oh yeah, so true. Okay.
Everyone
ready?
loves reading books. All right. Well, reading rule books, I should say.
Okay, I built a centipede tunnel. It's a monster room. When you build this room, you may swap the placement of 2 rooms in any one dungeon. I don't think it matters. Yeah, I probably should play it later, but it's fine. No, I'm good.
Okay, so when you build this room, draw 2 spell cards and discard a spell card.
Okay.
So when you look at all my spells here now, I got one other one. And see what's good. Discard fear. All right. Okay. So now these guys
Yeah. They're both coming.
coming to you. All right. So this guy first, and then this guy second, and run them through.
Okay. So
Uh-oh.
I can do.
What do you got?
So this is guy's in this room for 1, but then I can play Cave In, destroy a room in your dungeon, kill any hero in that room.
Boom.
So I'll destroy that.
Yep.
That's gone. This guy's dead. I kill him, and then I get this. So choose a
Oh,
hero.
hold on.
You cancel
I'll
me?
cancel that spell.
Oh, so I still lose the room?
Yeah, because I can play that in the adventure phase.
Yeah.
It's counter spell.
Oh, man.
I just got this one. Choose a spell card that has just been declared. Cancel the effects of that spell card.
You got nothing.
Yeah, I just realized when I threw it out of the discard pile, I'm like, wait, you just did all that with a spell? I
Yeah.
thought you were just doing the text on the room
No.
to destroy it, because there are rooms like that too.
So the room still gets destroyed?
Or
did you cancel the room being
I think it would
destroyed?
cancel the whole thing. Yeah, it'll cancel the whole thing.
So the
you
room
get the room
comes
back.
back?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So he is not dead. Oh, sorry. I'm
Yeah.
off.
So when an item falls off a guy who survives, it goes face down in your pile.
Yep.
There are ways you can flip them and interact with them.
Yep. And
Reset.
Then, and then this guy's going
the
to come
reset
through
button.
and die. Or not die. He's going to hit me for 1 as well. Ugh. Have you guys played Lords of Hellas?
No. It's something I had my eyeball on when that game was like, I first found out that Awakened Realms was a thing. And yeah, it looks super cool. But no, we don't have it. And yeah, so many games, so many games. But you know which one I want from those guys is Etherfields. Or Etherfields, however you say it. That game I'm more interested in. Or This War of Mine is one we're interested in. Do my family play? It's great. Oh, yeah? Yeah, it's like dudes on a map and that kind of thing. But it does look cool. Okay. What's next? What do we just do? Ran through the room, so now let's get new heroes.
Yep.
A mage and a cleric.
Oh, no more clerics.
Cleric's only 4. You should be able to get beefed up to beat him.
Yeah, I can probably put one more.
But the mage. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Draw cards. I'm first.
Okay.
Good?
Yeah.
Brainsucker Hive. A monster room. Once per turn, if a hero dies in this room, you may draw a spell card.
I got Open Grave Trap Room. Once per turn, if a hero dies in this room, choose one room card from the discard pile and put it into your hand. Okay.
Oh, I think we just locked up both those guys.
Excellent. So we have a tie here in the books. 2 and 2.
Yep.
We have a tie here in the cleric.
Yep, 1 and 1.
1 and 1. So nobody's coming
home.
in. Okay. Oh, we forgot an item card though.
Oh, it's gonna.
So this attaches to the cleric, and it says destroy the first advance room that this hero survives. Oh, that's dirty.
Heroes. Oh, item, I guess, first, because now it'd be next round.
So next round, whoops, yep, new heroes.
But item first?
Item first, yeah. So it's a Star of Invulnerability. Anyone hearing the Mario Star music in their head right now? Choose a hero that survived your dungeon this turn and remove that hero from the game. So it's the boss ability if you get it, but it's going to attach to
the mage.
The mage, because it can go on anyone.
Yeah.
This hero ignores any damage from the first 3 rooms of your dungeon.
Oh my god.
These items are gross. All right, then we draw another mage, 4 health on this guy, and a fighter, 6 health on that guy.
Now we draw. I go first.
Let's build.
Good?
Yeah, I guess.
Okay, Golem Factory, Monster Room. Once per turn, if hero dies in this room, draw a card.
Don't think that'll happen yet.
No.
Unless you have a way to push them back.
No.
I got Dizzy Gas Hallway, Trap Room. And if the next room in your dungeon is a trap room, which it is, it has +2. So this is a 4.
Okay.
All right. So the mage.
Yep.
I got 2.
I still have 2.
So he's not going anywhere. Cleric.
1.
I have 1. Not going anywhere. Mage. Not going anywhere. Fighter.
I have 3.
Going to you.
Okay. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 7. He is dead.
Once per turn, if a hero dies in this room.
Once per turn, if a hero dies in this room, choose one room card from your discard pile and put it into your hand.
Yeah, Animation Raptor, I saw you had a duplicate of that game, and I was kind of like blown away. Like, but yeah, that's why he's the duplicate, eh? He backed Etherfields, then won a giveaway after processing all in pledge. That's crazy. But yeah.
I'm going to take the Monster Ballroom. And it goes, put it into your hand. Okay. Okay.
So that was just after The hero, we're done.
Yep.
Yeah, it was a surprise, I bet. Wow. All right, so heroes, item first, actually. So we got Claws of the Berserker, which will go on the first fighter, which...
Oh, no.
It's like, who's that, Vega from Street Fighter that has those? For each monster room in your dungeon, this hero has +1 health.
Oh my gosh, I have 3 monster rooms. How about you?
I got 1.
Oh man, last game I had none. I had like 1. Oh jeez.
We got a thief.
Okay.
Slide these guys
Oh
down.
man, stuff's happening here.
And we got our first fighter. All right, so he's gonna go here and get this attached to him. He's at 8 health.
Oh my gosh, and then we draw. Oh my god.
Yeah, we're using the, I keep forgetting the name of it. Oh, I don't have it on the screen more.
Something.
Tools of a Hero's Kind or something like that, expansion.
What was the things? TMK?
THK?
THK?
Tools of a Hero Kind?
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Something like that. Successful Gabe says, the only thing I have won, though I'm very happy I won, is Vorpal board. Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
So they won like the custom one they were giving away, right? With the, what was it? The game, that fighting game. I think it was themed after Unmatched. Is it the Unmatched theming they did for that one that they were trying to give away? Oh, Role Player one. Oh, okay, that's what it was. Role Player, another game I've been kind of interested in. Yeah, they had one for Unmatched, I saw. I thought so. Okay, I thought so. That's cool. Weapons of Destruction. Is it though? I don't know. I had it up. Boss monster. Yeah, it's Tools of a Hero Kind. And I know that because we have the cards actually from that set have a THK and then like a number. So I'm assuming that's what it's from.
Did Assassin's Creed board game ever release? Do you know?
I didn't know there was one.
Oh.
I never heard of it.
How do you lose this game?
By getting to 5 wounds. So Mel
right
is
now I
at
have
2.
two.
She's at 2 face-up guys that made it through her dungeon. Each give her a wound. When we get to Epic Heroes, they'll be dealing 2 wounds per guy if they make it through your dungeon.
Yeah, so I have 2 wounds and I have 1 soul. You need 10 souls to win or 5 wounds to lose.
Yep.
And you've got nothing going on.
Yeah, nothing going on over here.
Okay.
No one wants to come to my dungeon. They're happy with
That's okay.
yours.
They're all going to come at one time and you're going to win.
Or lose.
Or lose.
Or lose if I'm not ready for them.
That is true. That is true. Okay. I feel like we just drew cards. Yes, because did we draw cards?
I don't think so. I think we just laid those guys out. Now you draw.
I thought I did, but
I'll
okay.
draw.
Sure.
Well, how many you got in hand?
1,
I have 4.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. But I got this extra one from this.
Okay, so then you draw
Okay.
that. I draw this. Okay.
Oops, sorry. Okay, I just want to look at what's happening here. So 8, 8, 4, 4. 8s and
5,
4s.
6, 7.
Say, can't do that. Sorry, this is he ignores the first 3.
Ignores the first 3 rooms.
Oh god.
Yep.
I'm just getting through. Okay.
Oh man, this is tough. I've run into something that I remember why I don't really think the design of this game is that great, and I'll discuss it near the end, or when we finish this one.
Okay.
All right, go ahead. Oh,
I
I
got
have
the
that one.
same one. The
Dizzy Gas Hallway.
So it's not next to a trap room. So right now it doesn't do anything.
But you get to level up.
Yes, I get to level up. Do you go first or do I do this first?
Well, you're first player, but I don't know. So this one, when you build this room, you may immediately build an additional room.
Okay.
But like, I assume you just do your stuff first.
Okay, take one of your items face up or face down and place it under a monster room. That room now has +3 until it is destroyed or covered. So I have monster room, monster room, monster room. Let's do... Which one am I not going to build on? Let's say I'm not going to potentially... Let's do that. So this is +3, this room.
Okay.
And then you get to immediately build?
Yeah, I can immediately
Before I
build
forget.
another room. Let's just... Oh. Actually, let's look. I have some information now. 1 treasure. 2 treasures. Swords, I have 2. You have 3. The books, I have 2.
Oh, I didn't count this treasure.
Oh, I have 3 treasures, yeah. The books, I have 2. Not gonna win in the sword department. You have only 1 treasure. Yeah, this is tough. I want to like build certain rooms on certain things, but it's like it'll mess up all the things. Let's just cover up that first room with a zombie prison. Destroy this room, choose a dead hero in an opponent's scorekeeping area, send it back to the entrance of that player's dungeon. But I did level up also, so choose a hero in town, immediately kill that hero and place it face down in your scorekeeping area.
Whoa.
So if I would be taking this book guy who would ignore the first 3, I'm just going to destroy him and not deal with his crappity crap, and I get this ability, don't I?
I think so.
Choose a hero that survived your dungeon this turn. Remove that hero from the game. Okay, yep, I'll keep that handy.
Wow, so it's like you get rid of wounds, potentially?
Yeah, I guess. Yeah.
That's good.
Okay.
All right, bait phase.
So we got this cleric. I have 2.
One, so he's going to you.
So this cleric's coming over here. Then we have a mage. I have 3.
2, so you get him.
He's coming over here.
Thief,
I have a
you
thief.
get him. And then fighter, I get
Fighter,
him.
you got that. All right,
All right,
so
so
you go
I'm first
first.
player. Okay, so for each monster room in the dungeon, this guy has +1. So
it's
1,
+3.
2, 3. All right, so
I don't know if the boss room counts. It is a Oh no, it's a different. Yeah, it's a boss face. Yeah. Never mind.
okay, so 8, 9, 10, he's got 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Dead. So this is +3 because of my level up. Okay, so now choose a hero until the end of the turn. Each monster room in your dungeon gives that hero. Sorry. Oh, that's that. What am I looking at? This one? Choose a hero until the end of your turn for each monster room in your dungeon. Give that hero +1. Why would I want to do that?
I think you do it to my guy, right?
Oh.
Choose a hero.
Oh,
so
yeah,
it can be any hero.
Oh, I guess
until the
I
end
could.
of the turn for each monster room in your dungeon. Give that hero +1.
I got it.
So you're beefing them up.
Okay.
Trying to mess with me. So,
Sorry.
yes, I'm Gargona. However you say it. It says Jevil. Who is Mel? Mel is
Malakil.
Malakil, which is a Gen Con 2017 promo, I guess.
He's a beast.
He's a beast. Role player is fun, says Animation Raptor, but would suggest getting the Monsters and Minions expansion. Role player is like a game where you're like basically building up the stats of your character is the game, but then they come out with these expansions to like use those characters in other games and stuff, and that's all I've heard about it, but it sounds super neat. But it's something that kind of interested me. I saw it at one Gen Con and was like, okay, that looks cool. I'll look into that later, and just never really bubbled to the top for me, but I want to look into that. Let's see. The expansion definitely looks like it makes things interesting, but we don't play this game enough to warrant getting it. Yeah, I understand that.
That makes sense.
Lockup is also a good game from Thunderworks.
Lockup. Okay.
Enjoy Boss Monster. I enjoyed Boss Monster the first time I played it, but wasn't my favorite. Glad I have friends that have it. Yeah, understood.
Yeah.
No, understood. It's not for everybody. Um, is that item one use? Yeah, once you use the item, you flip it over face down. But if you have ways to flip items back up, you can only ever have one item ability face up and active. But yeah, you can. There's ways to mess with them and stuff in the game. And Amy Sharp says, I've seen Boss Monster, but never picked it up. The box art made it look like some 8-bit game Sandy Peterson game's been putting out. Oh, I need to research this one again. It's a fun little game.
Yeah.
It's a fun little game, but it has a following. Like, they've come out with so many expansions. They have, like, Boss Monster 2. It basically got those Brotherwise games, like, on the map. And they're always at Gen Con, have a big booth and, like, a pretty big following. They have another game they do, but I can't remember the name of it, but... So like what Mel's level up ability was take one of your items, face up or face down, and place it under a monster room. That room has +3 until it is destroyed or covered. So she's given +3 to this brain sucker hive.
So I also didn't want to get 5 rooms until I had an item, either face up or face down, so that I could make that go off.
All right, cool. We'll run this cleric through here. He has 4 health. And he destroys the first advance room, which I have none, that this hero survives. So he will go bang for 1, 2, 3, 4. Once per turn, if a hero dies in this room, choose a room card from the discard pile and put it into your hand.
So, hold on. Sorry. I think I didn't do that either because my hero guy died here.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
And once per turn, if a hero dies in this room, choose one room card from the discard pile and put it in your
go
hand.
ahead.
So I don't know actually if there is. Oh, there's only one.
Is that advanced?
No.
Is it advanced? Does it say or no?
No, it just says one room card from the discard
Oh,
pile.
okay, yeah. You go ahead. So then there's none for me.
Do you need advanced only?
No, sorry. I thought it said, but I was reading this. Okay, so now I have 2 items since this guy died. I have choose a hero that survived your dungeon this turn, remove that hero from the game, or choose and destroy an advanced room in any dungeon. So I will flip this one face down because you only keep one face up at a time until you use it. So, yes. Do you have any advanced rooms yet?
Not yet.
Oh, well, let me know when you build a nice juicy one and I'll destroy it. Okay. Let's see here.
Next one.
We've got a mage coming through for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Still no card in there. But we got another soul. We're at 3 souls out of 10.
All right, and I'm going to interrupt this one to do this. So choose a hero, that one.
Okay.
Till the end of this turn, for each monster room in my dungeon, which is 1, 2, 3.
Okay, he's got +3 is 11. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Oh, good. Okay, good.
Right?
Yeah, I thought I was...
So he made it through. So I have a wound now. He's a wound.
Okay.
Let me put it like this.
Good.
So I have 1 wound, 3 souls. Looking to get 10 souls and not get 5 wounds at the end of a turn. So end of the turn, we're both good.
Yep. 2 souls, 2 wounds.
All right. A new item comes out. It's the oversized sword. Choose a hero in any dungeon until the end of the turn. It has +5 is the ability. And this hero just gets 5 health.
Whoa.
Look at this.
Whoa.
Look at this guy. Is that an owl bear? He's fighting owl bear. Look at this guy. It's owl bear.
I don't think we're ready for this guy.
All right. Let's see. So it wants to attach to a fighter, but this is a mage, 6 health mage. And then we got the fool.
So it'll attach to the fool.
Don't think it does, though.
Oh, because it doesn't have a question mark. Yeah. Oh, never mind.
No, I just think like special heroes. I could be wrong.
Oh.
Would it attach to him?
No, because doesn't...
I know this counts as like a wild.
No, I think there's like question marks on the item, and those ones
Yeah,
are...
but those attach to any one of the first people. I don't think it matches up to this guy.
Oh, okay, yeah, I don't think so.
So yeah, let's just attach to him either way.
I don't know.
I don't know if it's correct, but we'll have some fun with it. Turns the fool into a 7 health beast, which is kind of funny. Look at this look at the little fool. He's like, "Hey guys, I'm just gonna step off the cliff." All right. Yeah.
Draw cards. That was that, right? That was both? Yeah. So I draw. Oh, cool. Do you want to draw?
Oh yeah. Sorry.
No, it's fine with me.
Okay.
All right. Sorry. Changing my mind here.
All right, here we go. So I threw a Golem Factory down. I could build on this because you just can't build an advanced room on here, but I'll just put this one over it. It's just a basic room. 2 damage, 1 sword, once per turn. If your hero dies in this room, draw a room card.
Okay, I did a Brainsucker Hive over top of the Centipede Tunnel because it has the same symbol. Once per turn, if your hero dies in this room, you may draw a spell card. Same thing as that one.
This is not an advanced room, so it doesn't matter matching symbols.
Oh, okay.
FYI.
Okay, that's fine.
You can just build them anyway.
No, that's fine.
Okay. So this guy is going to me as I have 3 of the books, right?
Yep.
And this guy goes to the
me.
person with the fewest souls.
That is me because I
All
have
right.
2.
Yep.
Okay, I'm first. This guy has 7. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So he's going to die in this room.
Boom.
So once per turn, if a hero dies in this room, you may draw a spell card. Okay, that is going to go like that. And then choose a hero in any dungeon until the end of the turn. It gets +5. Let's do like that. What do we got here? 6. Sure, let's do that. That hero gets +5.
So he's 11. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I will teleport him. Send a hero back to the first room of your dungeon.
So you start at the beginning. Like, does he start with 9?
Okay, hold on. 1. So he's at 11.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I want him to like die in a specific spot, right? I want him to die here.
He will.
So I send him back then. So that was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, like I'd have to send him back like right in the second room. But whatever. He dies here in the room in the discard pile, but there is none. Whatever. Whatever. That's sucky. Just double check. Yeah. All spells. All spells. Okay. So 4 souls. All right. Try to mess with me, do ya? All right. So let's pull out an item.
Yeah.
And we got the Staff of Healing, a cleric item. And the boss ability, heal 1 ordinary wound. Or until the end of turn, each hero entering your dungeon has +2 health. Oh, that's what they get. Until the end of turn, each hero... Oh, man, this guy is... Okay, I get it. Okay.
You won the first one, right? You beat me the first time?
Did I? No, you beat me.
I did?
Yeah,
Oh.
because remember those last 2 epic guys came out, and I didn't have any
Okay,
way of getting them.
Right. Okay.
So that just happens sometimes. You just don't get the luck. You gotta build a good dungeon. So a fighter with 4 health and a thief with 6.
Okay, draw a card.
Okay.
Oops.
Staff is scary. It is. Good. Go ahead.
Recycling center. It's the same one you had last time. When another room in your dungeon is destroyed, you may draw 2 cards. 2 room cards.
Then I just built a Minotaur's Maze, which the first time a hero enters this room, send it back 1 room. Which will hopefully enter this trap room, which is also +2, which is a 4, so hopefully that will help me out. Alright. So, fighter. You have 2 swords. I have 2 swords. He's not going anywhere, right? And then the thief. 1, 2, 1. So he's coming here. Alright. Adventure phase. Here we go.
Yep.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Bang. And no cards in there still. That sucks. Really sucks. Okay, so we got 5 souls halfway there. All right. Another item. So a Necromicon, which a boss ability is draw a spell card, or it goes onto a hero. If this hero survives your dungeon, each of the opponent's draws 1 spell card. And
Oh.
it goes on to a mage.
Interesting.
And let's see what we get. A thief. Okay, they don't take it. And our first epic hero is a cleric.
Oh no.
So this guy, until the end of the turn, each hero entering your dungeon has +2.
Can I just look at what your dungeon is looking like? 2 to nothing. 1, 2 to 1. Okay.
So I need to cover up one of those clerics, you're saying? Need to cover them up quick.
Yeah, draw.
Oh, yeah. So we got a nice easy fighter and a nice easy thief in there, eh?
Sorry. I just want to play something as well in the build phase.
And don't cover that room up.
I'm going to play something if that matters.
Yeah, go ahead.
So
it's just before we reveal, so.
Oh, okay. So then I have my...
Or whatever, go now. Yeah, you can do it before that. Whatever.
Princess in Peril. Choose one hero in town. Place it at the entrance of your dungeon. And I will take this one. So I think... This time. Yeah, I don't want you to get that one. So I'll
Okay.
take that one.
Sure. Ready?
Yep.
The all-seeing eye.
The Crushinator again.
So once per turn, when an opponent plays a spell card, you may discard a spell card to cancel its effects. But I don't have any spell cards. So that kind of sucks.
Okay.
All right.
So fate phase. So the fighter, I have 2.
I also have 2, so it stays there.
And the cleric, I think you get him because I only have 1.
I have 1.
Oh, you covered it. Oh,
See what I did there?
you
You see what I did there? I don't need that guy coming in my town right now.
I wish
Causing some trouble.
I wish I could send him to you. Okay, so just this guy, just the thief. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Once per turn, if a hero dies in this room, draw a room card.
Lucky you. You got yours to work. Okay. So next item. We got the, speaking of a Vorpal board, we got a Vorpal blade. If this hero survives your dungeon until the end of the turn, you have +1 wound. And the boss ability on it, kill a hero who has taken damage equal to at least half its health.
Okay.
Interesting.
That's good. So it's going to go
And that
on
will
the
attach
fighter.
on this fighter.
Okay.
And now we're getting epic heroes. 11 health thief.
Okay.
And a 13 health cleric. Ooh, the big boys have come to play.
All right, draw. Where's that one? I gotta do that, I think, at this point. Where's that one I had?
Good.
Yes. So,
An orcish smithy. An advanced monster room. 3 damage. Once per turn during the build phase. Choose an unattached item in town. You may attach it to any hero regardless of treasure type. So that could come into some fun plays. If there's some still sitting there.
okay, and then once per turn, when you build another monster room, draw a room card. I'm all about drawing room cards.
Yeah, I wish I was too.
All right. Here.
Fighter. I got 2.
1, 2, same.
Nowhere.
Nothing. Cleric, I have 1.
I have 1. Nowhere.
Okay.
Thief.
I have 1.
I have 2.
You get him, and then cleric stays there. Okay, go ahead.
Multiple cycle. Okay. Okay. All right. So this guy will come in here for 11. Takes 3. Then comes here and takes another 1. So that's 4. Then comes in this room, which is +2 because the room to the left and it's a trap room. So that's a total of 8. Then it comes to this room, takes 0, but it says the first time a hero enters this room, send it back 1 room. So it comes here and takes 4 to get it to 12. It dies. and there's still no card in the discard pile, but I get 2 souls.
What are you at?
I'm at 7, I think. Yes, 7.
Okay.
That's it.
All right.
Another item. The Magic Mirror. Copy the boss ability of any face-up item card, and then before this hero enters your dungeon, rearrange your rooms so the order is reversed. That is messy. I love it. Oh, and that is another item. I think it's only 1 per hero, right? Is it? I don't know.
Yeah. It said only 1 per hero. Right.
Yes. Okay. Perfect. So this guy will take this item then, I guess.
Yeah, because that was
the
the
magic
first
mirror.
one.
Yeah, that makes sense. And then we have a thief.
Oh my
11 health
gosh.
mage, 13 health thief, a magic mirror just floating here.
Draw a card.
And we draw a card, and we're in the build phase. So
And some fun stuff that's gonna happen.
let me see. I can make this magic mirror attached to somebody regardless of treasure type. I will make it attached to I'll attach it to this mage.
Doesn't it say they can only have one?
Oh yeah, they only can have 1, yes. Duh. Maybe I'll just leave it then. Let's not mess with it right now. I don't need to come into my dungeon and whipping it around. Making it go the other way. But what will you beat me on here? I don't know if I want to build a room.
I'm thinking the exact same. Okay, no, I'm not gonna build a room.
Think my damage. Hold on. 1, 2, 3.
Oh, I'm changing my mind.
Yeah.
Changing my mind.
Okay. Whoops. Hold on. Sorry.
That's okay.
Yep.
Good. Okay. Once per turn, you may discard a monster room card to draw a spell card. Now that I have a whole mitt full of cards.
I have the Goblin Armory now. Monster rooms adjacent to this room have +1, so this one gets a +1, and it gives me just an extra sword.
Okay. So I can do this once per turn. When do I do that?
Anytime you can use abilities like spells, so
Okay.
it's once per turn you may discard a monster room card. So you won't be able to do it now because we already flipped, so the build phase is done.
Okay, so it's
then
at-
bait phase you can't do anything, so it's just any time in like the
Okay.
the adventuring phase you can do it now.
Okay.
So fighter, I have 3.
2. You got them.
All right.
Oh, this might be bad here.
Cleric, I have 1.
1.
Okay, we're tied. No cleric business. No cleric business. Magic mirror, mage,
2.
1. So you get this guy.
Okay.
And the thief, I
1.
have 2.
Yeah. Okay. So I am first.
1 sec.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Just choose and destroy an advanced room in any dungeon. Let's destroy this one. And that will flip face down.
Okay. So now I can do this?
If you want, sure, yeah.
Okay, so I'll discard that. And then I can draw a spell card.
Wow. That's pretty good. Very good, actually.
Oh, interesting. Let me just think for 1 second. 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay, no, I don't need that. Okay. Good?
Yep.
All right. So he's at 11. So we have 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Yep.
10, 11, 12. So he dies here. So once per turn, if a hero dies in this room, choose one room card in the discard pile and put it in your hand. So I'll take the one you discarded.
Okay.
Put that in my hand. That goes like that. That, and then I'll use it right now just to draw a spell card.
Yep. You good?
Yeah.
All right. So the fighter's going through 4 health. If this hero survives your dungeon until the end of the turn, you have 1 wound. But he's going to come in this room, and he's dead.
Yeah. He's like a weenie fighter.
Kill a hero who has taken damage equal to at least half its health. Well, I don't think it'll be this guy, but this guy's coming in for 13. Takes 3. He's down to 10. Takes another one down to 9. Takes 4. Down to 5. Goes in this room, which is 1 damage. He's down to 4. Bounces back here. Takes another 4 damage. Dies. And I'll take this room out of the discard pile and slap this guy down for my 10th soul, I believe.
Oh, no.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And
2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
we end the turn, or end the game, end the turn, and we check. I don't have 5 wounds. I got 10 souls. A winner is me. All right. I thought I was done in that. I didn't see an advanced room for so long. And I remember playing this game before, and that's my one complaint. Sometimes you draw on the deck, and you just don't see advanced rooms.
Yeah. The one I got back, but I was drawing, and I wasn't finding them either.
Yeah, I had 0 at the start to pick from, and I was like, uh-oh, I'm a little panicked. And you can't mulligan unless you have all advanced rooms or all the same symbol, which I don't like the mulligan rules in this game. And then, I was drawing, and I even set up the room to, destroy. I did it to myself, though, but I had a card that, once per turn, if the hero dies in this room, draw a room card. But I messed it up where, I should have put that somewhere different if I could have. But I don't think I saw it till later, after my dungeon was already kind of a certain way I was working on. But I would have messed with my flow. But I maybe should have put it somewhere else in my dungeon and thought of it better. I still have trouble trying to get used to all the damage these guys, or the health each guy has, but... Yeah, I was like, crap, I'm never going to see an advanced room in this game, and I'll just lose because if you don't get advanced rooms, it's really hard to kill epic heroes, so I was starting to panic. And I find this game kind of lacks sometimes if you don't get the advanced rooms you need, especially if you get advanced rooms and then they don't have the matching symbol to even put them down. And I've been in games of this before where that has happened to me, and I've just been super, just frustrated that I can't, it's out of my control, kind of. But I did draw into.
No, I think okay. So I didn't realize. So I can only discard monster rooms. I had multiple ones I could have discarded.
Oh, yeah.
Instead of the trap room. So
this was a trap room, yeah.
Yeah, so I had 3 other
cheated,
options.
so I officially won the first game then, too.
No.
Because you cheated in this game, you probably cheated in the first one, so that win is now null and void.
But I did have 3 other options I could have done, so that was just my bad.
All right. But yeah, fun little card game. Throwbacks to all the computer games from the 80s and 90s, little 8-bit stuff. Yeah, it's fun. I like it.
It's fun.
It's a cool little card game. I definitely like the spells are my favorite part of the game, where you can mess with your opponent more. Some rooms do that too. But I find in this game, the more spells you have, you usually have a better chance of winning, I think. I just got that impression. I remember having that impression early of the game. So I always keep 2 spells at the beginning when I'm picking my rooms, unless I have really perfect rooms, like a couple basic rooms and a couple advanced rooms that go on top of each other. But
Spells are hard to get.
They are hard. But I don't know if I don't know if there is ever just draw a room card. But yeah, there's certain cards that help you with spell cards. But I feel like it's just a gamble. You may see those, you may not. There's no strategy where you can be like, all right, this game I'm going to work on the spell stuff. It's you just get lucky. And I find I wish you could have more spells in hand all the time, because then it would make more fun plays where it's haha, I do this. Oh, I cancel that. Okay, then I'll do this to cancel that, and do these weird plays that.
We could make a house rule, every round you draw a room card and a spell card.
Yeah.
Or something.
I wish it worked that way. Jevil, thank you so much for watching. I appreciate it.
That's fun.
But yeah, so that's the game. That was a couple playthroughs of Boss Monster, a cool game from 2013 that there's Boss Monster 2, there's multiple expansions, has a pretty good following. It's a fun little card game. Definitely one of the better ones that I've played over the years that had the 8-bit theme. And I'm glad I picked this one. I remember going to Gen Cons, Gen Con 2013, 14, I think 15, where there seemed there's a lot of these 8-bit games in the industry coming out, where there was one based on some President Lincoln one or something. There's all these like weird. Every booth had a game that was like using the 8-bit art. But every time I looked into one, I was like, no. Or I did a demo of it. It was like, this is kind of trash. Like they're just kind of all it has is the art. But this was a game where like it actually has a decent game behind it, which I think is pretty cool. But yeah, fun little card game, Boss Monster. And thanks to our Patreon backers for voting on that one for us to play. I had a lot of fun pulling this one back out after
a while.
7 years, 6 years maybe since we played this before this week. It's just one we played a bunch in the beginning when we first got into modern board gaming, and then we kind of just put it on the shelf and got thrown in the drawer basically with all the other smaller type card games. And we just moved on to other games. But it's fun every now and then to just pull out a smaller game that has a nice like little rule book. It's just nice to pull out these like little rule books that are like basically like a quarter the size of a rule book in size, and then the pages there's only 25 pages still in these little rule books, but the font isn't that small. But anyways, it was easy just to whip through it and get back into it. Hey Shannon, how's it going?
Yeah, it's nice to have these polls from the patrons, and we get to play these older games that we don't play very often.
Yeah, because it was the perfect solution, because what we found was I have shelves that aren't even behind us, shelves that are on the other sides of us, that we put games that are like, okay, we've had them for a while, we played them like once or twice, like camping, we played this game, then we brought it to someone's house and played it, but then we got a new game that just kind of took our attention and we went to that game. And there's certain games that got only 1 or 2 plays and we put them on a shelf and they just get forgotten. They're the older games, not the new hotness. And then we get these new games and they just kind of replace them sort of. But I want to play these games again. But every time we sit down to go like, all right, let's pick a game to stream or let's pick a game to even play. And it's like, you get overwhelmed. There's too many games. So now what we're doing is we're looking at our older games or even some newer games that we just haven't played enough or haven't played at all. And we'll just like grab a few on a list and we just add a few to the poll and let you guys pick it for us so we don't. Because what happens is none of them get played. If that's the case, it ends up being, she goes, oh, let's try this or this. And I go, but we probably should play this newer game that people like. But Rob, you've already done a few episodes of that. It's like, yeah, you're right, but I do want to play more of that. So this helps. Yeah, and sometimes simpler is better.
Yeah, I think so too.
Agreed.
And it brings these little games to the table that people maybe haven't seen or don't know about.
Yep. And not every game, like I'm always into the heavier weight games because I started, like I said, I got into board gaming based on Game of Thrones, the board game, 2nd edition. And that was kind of a beast. There's a lot to that. It's a big time sink. It's you got to teach all the players, make sure everyone's on the same page. Everyone has to be pretty competitive at it, but it's like it's a brain burner and it's an endurance kind of game. It's great. But that's where I thought board gaming is meant to be. So that's where I kind of like lean towards bigger games like that, and they're my favorite. I love spending like a big time, a big investment. Feels much more rewarding at the end. But if that's all you play, man, you'll get burnt out. Like sometimes you just gotta play those like simple games, just have some fun. Play a game with a handful of mechanics instead of a game with like 4 rule books full of mechanics, like stuff like that. But this is fun. I like this game. I like playing it. I want to show it to Chelsea. I keep bugging her about it. She loves into video games, and I'm like, look at this boss monster. You get to be the boss of the video game, and like it's got these graphics like some of your games have. And she's like, nah. But I think I'll get her into it.
One day.
We'll make her play it. Now that we pulled it out again, know the rules. It's something we should try to just play with her off stream. It's like definitely she can pick it up for sure. It's not hard at all.
For sure.
But anyways, thanks a lot for watching. We're gonna call it an evening. And Animation Raptor saying I still go back to older games. Most of my new purchases are still in shrink. Yeah, I saw your message the other day where you said you picked what was it, the Lost Tomb or whatever game, and you mentioned how you have all these other new hotness games coming in, these hundreds of dollar Kickstarters, and you're like, yeah, I'll play this old game and get it out. It's like that's where I'm finding there's a lot of gold, a lot of very quality games that came out and I didn't get to back in the day. I picked other games and moved on. So it was like some of those games I like going back to and grabbing now, especially if they've stood the test of time and they keep getting reprints and they keep getting new editions, and like I want to go play those games. I kind of want to go for the for sure thing right now instead of trying out newer games that may or may not do the test of time.
Shannon's saying, do you guys ever use the 5-3-1 technique for choosing? What is that?
I don't know what that is. Shannon, explain. What is that?
I don't know what that is, but we would be willing to try.
I saw Chip Theory has like the game to pick a game.
Oh, yeah.
And that's kind of neat, but you have to have 4 or 5, whatever, 2 or 3 or whatever people at the table who all have a specific game they're fighting to get played.
Oh, okay. I never knew what that even was.
But when I ask like Justin, Kyle, you, or Nick and Ashley, like, pick a game, guys. What do you want to play? And we'll decide which one to play out of it. Everyone's just like, whatever you want.
I usually have games in mind.
You do, but it's like Kyle is like, whatever.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, man, pick a game. Like, I know you want to play specific games. Pick a game. And then we can play that type of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah.
I'm curious what this 531 is.
But yeah, sometimes older games are just like, yeah. That's why like I've kind of like lost the luster on the Kickstarters. I just like want to play like some of the games that I missed out on. Like I want to go back. So player 1 picks 5 games they like. Player 2 chooses 3 of those that they'd be happy with. And player 1 chooses 1 of those 3.
Oh.
That is
cool.
neat. I like that.
I guess we kind of do that because sometimes you'll put lists in our like little chats and say,
Yeah.
what do you want to play? And
Okay.
then we kind of do something like
That's
that.
kind of like the draft in that epic card game I play. Where
But
it's
how
like,
do you choose who's first, second, and third?
No. It's only 2 players in that case. He's saying between the 2 of us.
Yeah, but who gets to choose the 5? Me or you?
My wife and I use that technique to decide what to eat for dinner. All right, honey, I have all this food spread out on the table here. Here's what I'm
it's
voting
probably
on.
like when you're getting like takeout or
I'm
something.
just messing with him. I know. Obviously, just say what it is.
Yeah, that's
I just
funny.
picture like he has the dinners already on the table, 5 plates.
They're all like under those.
5 plates they made. Yeah, they're under the little chef things. And it's
Yeah.
like, all right, here are my 5. I picked those 3. All right, I picked this one. That's what we're eating. And the rest you just like throw on the floor or throw in the garbage.
Oh, that's so funny.
But yeah,
Oh
so.
my gosh, that's funny.
But yeah, that's a good idea. Thank you, Shannon. That's a good one. That is a good one. That'll be fun.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll keep the Patreon polls going. But that's a good one when we're just trying to play like just whatever. But
Yeah.
I want to do that at some people's houses when I bring a few games. Go, all right, here's your games. Here's my 5 I brought.
Yeah.
You guys go. Here you go. And we'll find out some way like here. You pick 3 and then you vote on those. Which one of those you vote on? Whatever. We'll work it out that way. But that's a cool way to do it.
Yeah, that is true.
So then some just get eliminated. You don't have to fight over them.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, that's it. Tomorrow evening, we're doing a Pandemic live stream, Friday evening, and then we start Clank Legacy on Saturday at 1 p.m. Eastern, and followed by episode 2 on Sunday at 1 p.m. Eastern. We're going to try to play through a few scenarios. We'll play through a few scenarios on the first one, and a few scenarios on Sunday. So I don't know how long they each take, but hopefully after the weekend we've gone through. Hopefully as 2 to 3, maybe 4 or 5, whatever little episodes of Clank Legacy, but we're going into it not knowing how long one takes or how long it'll take to set up. But that's why we're doing it on a weekend. We're getting it kicked off so that we have time, so we don't rush it or stop halfway through an episode or a chapter or whatever. So yeah, that'll be starting this weekend. We got some other live streams scheduled next week. YouTube.com/Rob's Gaming Table. Set reminders for any of the streams you're interested in. Thank you for Patreon support. You're all awesome. And if you'd like to support the channel, links are down in the description below. All goes back in the channel to get more games and stuff for the channel, so we appreciate the support to keep it going. Anyways, thanks a lot. Have a good evening, good night, and good morning anyone who's watching this. And subscribe, hit that notification bell so you do not miss when we're going live next time. Have a good night. Bye.
Bye.